This is a message to the speakers of the unspoken language. To those of you out there that can understand energy in forms of feeling people's emotions, hearing the sounds of the spirits and of the angels, hearing that high-pitched noise within your ears when something is about to change. Also, people that can smell intensely, to the psychics, to the people that can read minds, to the people that can speak through telepathy. This is a message for you. For the last 2 weeks, you have been feeling more tired, more drawn down, ill. You have been feeling like you can't get out of bed, like you have no energy. You've been feeling nauseous. You've been having the high-pitched ringing in the ears, the popping of the ears. There's been something that you feel needs to happen, something that you know must happen. And the question that's on all of your mind is, what's next? What is next? You know that there's something bigger coming. You feel it in your bones. You feel it in your soul. Now, lots of people of this world are talking about the 5D. They're talking about energies that we can produce, that we can make with alchemy on this earth. And brothers and sisters, I'm here to tell you that this is something far beyond. So I just got my download this weekend. I just went into my God space, and this is the message that I got. Now, know when I am speaking of this, some of you won't understand this message, and that's okay. This message isn't for you. Some of you might think that I'm crazy, and that's okay. I am a little bit. But for those of you who understand this message, I want you to understand this message to the fullest. And so here is what I say to you. For those of you who speak the unspoken language, for those of you who are asking what's next, what is next is something that you cannot even comprehend in your brains, in your mind, and in your spirit at this time. This is me representing me, Melissa, my higher self, Melissa, God, Source, and the I Am, and also Melissa representing me, the angelic beings, and also any of my galactic beings that are behind me from the places I came to prior to this earth. For those of you who are ready to accept your place in this world, for those of you who know that you do not fit in with the rest of the earthlings, with the rest of the humans, this is a message for you. You know that you came to this world. You know that you came to this earth with a mission, with something to change this world, to change reality as we know it. You have been seeking an energy that has not been found. You have been making your jewelries and making your science projects, making your lab projects, bringing nature into your life to give you support so that you can work with nature and nature can work with you. But brothers and sisters, we've been doing it wrong the whole time. And me and my God self in the God place says this to you. Why, if you have a connection with nature, do you need to break it down to make it part of you? Why are we cutting down amethyst, the healing part, the part that is holding energy, so that we can ship it all the way across the lands? We cut it down, we put it through the miners, then we put it through their box, then they get it, they put it through the shipping boxes. All of the shipping boxes have to go through all the carriers have to go through the road system, which goes through all of the different vehicles, picks up all of that energy to go to the carrier system of your town, to your mailbox, into your hands. Do you know how much energy is being taken out when we take out from Mother Nature, when we take out from the source that is already given to us? When we break that down, we break down our intelligence, we break down our data field, we break down our energy just to fit on a little piece on our wrist. But this doesn't work, brothers and sisters. It might give you a little bit of energy for a while, but it conforms eventually to the energy of yourself, which is why later on we have to give it off to somebody else, which is why we feel the need to pass it on, because our energy has changed that source. And that source of that amethyst is no longer serving for us, but the energy that we put in it is maybe now serving for somebody else. Now, when we break down things, and when we take down things, we're doing it because we feel that we need it. But if you are a true sorcerer, if you are a true person, now when I say sorcerer, I mean that you are with the source. I'm not saying witchcraft. I'm not saying anything. If you are one that really knows nature, if you are one that can care for nature, if you are one that can trust into nature, you don't need to break it down. You can just connect through meditation. And that's what I did. And when I meditated, when I listened to what nature had to teach us, and what I know from being a crystal healer, for what I know from being an energy healer, what I know from paying attention and to all of my science that I have searched and all of my labs, is that nature, that earth is a code. It is set in so many different codes. All of our nature is codes. All of our plants have codes. But most importantly, our crystals carry information that is throughout history. It is documented in the crystals. The DNA of every living thing that has ever died eventually goes into the ground. And what's not used for nature, what's not used for renewable energy, goes and pushes down into the crystals. And it's compressed and it's put into the crystals. So all crystals are all the living things that once lived on this earth. All of the elements that it has gone through. It knows how to work through fire. It knows how to work through water. It knows how to work through all elements. But on top of that, we have had so many extraterrestrials, so many angels, so many of our ancient elders and our ancient prayers, religious people, sorcerers. Look at the hieroglyphs in the Egyptian time, at Egypt, not in the Egyptian times, in Egypt. Look at the ones that the natives have put. We have imprinted our information of all history throughout all of the land. And if you just attach yourself to one tree, you can attach yourself and you can read any information from any place around the world. The amethyst, the pyrite, anything. You can connect to that at any given time. And we don't need to put it on our wrist. We just need to go outside and we just need to meditate. Okay? So, in saying that, we have imprinted data that is actually in our nature, that is in our energy field. We have been having it come and imprinted. I got to see a slab of crystals that was cut like granite, a smoky quartz that got put on my lap. And brothers and sisters, oh my gosh, I read this data. I cried. I saw this data that was in this slab. And it was a Bible that was written by some gods, some extraterrestrial. I don't know exactly what, but a source that is outside of this earth was imprinted. And I know because I myself know how to program crystals. It's not a joke. It's not something that can't be seen. I have physically made a crystal that you can physically see an imprint in. When I got it, it was clear. Now it has an angel that you can visibly see with 6 wings in there. You can visibly see the star system that I have created in there. And when given to the right person that can also read the crystals, when they can see that, they know what I have written in there. They know everything that I have ever known, ever said, ever experienced in energy work that I have put in there. And they have instant data. They have instant data. And we have the ability to do that if we just step outside into nature. Now, here's where it gets tricky. You in yourself, you representing your higher self, representing your God source, the I am place where you and God connect, and then also you as the holder of space, or as the representative that chose to come down to earth in a representation of you in your galactic being, in your galactic space, you council member out there, you also have the gift that nature has. For your galaxy and your place and your God has put into you all of the data that you need. Many of you out there, you've been searching. You've been searching for something more because there's nothing more you can find. You know it all. You know it all. There's not a single thing that I am going to find out that I have not known. In fact, I'm writing a book on exactly how religion is the best science book we've ever had, and how science has already proven God, God's theory, and the extraterrestrials and everything. Because that data has already been here, and we just keep searching for more. All these scientists are searching for what already has been proven. The religious people are trying to prove what has already been proven. Okay, let's get over it. Let's get past that. There is a God. There is a source. There is extraterrestrials, and there is other galaxies out there. Okay? Go ahead, make fun of me, put your negative comments if you want. That's okay, because I expect that, because I know that when you are a true seeker, you get crucified, and that's okay by me. But I'm telling you right now, brothers and sisters, you have that data in you. And if you have come to represent your galactic space, you have that data in you. They didn't imprint it into Earth because Earth can be manipulated by all the extraterrestrials, by the humans, and that data can be resourced and changed around if you know how to put the data in nature. If you know how to program the crystals and the stones, you can change it. You can also have it changing in yourself, which is why there's so much control and everything going on, because people don't know the computer database that they have within their system. Now, with all of these solar flares or these rainbow warriors or rainbow energies that are coming out through the clouds, and with all of this change that is happening now, you have been sick for the last 2 weeks. You have been feeling like there is something more. We're worn out like winter. There's nothing left. Why? Because we're ready for spring. We're ready for the purge of our body. We're ready for the purge of new energy. We have to purge, get rid of everything right now so that we can start developing this new pure energy, this new pure light. Okay? Now, on August 23rd, 24th, 25th, we are hosting a festival. It's called Divine Spirits Wonderland. Now, let me tell you, brothers and sisters, when this was put together, it was called upon by the gods, by the angels, by the extraterrestrials, by the intergalactic beings. And they said, you need to create a space, a bubble, for all of these enlightened people, all of the people that aren't the truth seekers, are the truth knowers. Because we already know, right? We already know the truth. We've already seen the truth. We've already been presented. And here we are trying to show the rest of the world the truth of it all. And we're trying to define God for them. We're trying to define science. We're trying to define nature for them because we already know. Okay? So, what is going to happen is that we have all been called together. We have been called together to create an intergalactic, interdimensional space. We're going to be doing this on Pure Bliss Ranch, and what is going to be happening is we are going to be working with the land. We're going to be working with nature, with earth. The entire place is going to be gridded out in ways that you have no idea. I don't even know yet because they haven't told me the full details. I'm still looking for the pieces that need to be put together. But I will tell you this. If we do what the guides are asking, if we do what the gods have been calling us to do in this interconnection that all of us have been doing, right? We've all been trying to communicate. We've all been trying to come together. We've all been trying to unite, to say we have to do this together. And we thought that we were trying to heal the world. We thought that we were trying to bring peace on the world. We thought we were trying to bring balance to the world. We thought we were trying to bring love and all of that stuff. And we are. We really, really are. But it's bigger than that. The reason we need to unite is because we hold crystalline energy within ourselves. We hold the database that all of the crystals do, that hold the information that needs to be part of a whole. Now, when we all come together, and we come together in this interdimensional place, and all of the truth knowers, not the truth seekers, the truth knowers come together, and we all share our information through teaching, through lessons, through music, through ceremonies. We're going to have 33 different ceremonies. at least 72 different classes. We're going to have a 24-hour talent show. We are going to have 23 different stations where you can go and expel your knowledge and teach and also learn. But when we all come together after this weekend, we will be sitting together and we will do something new. We're going to bring the crystals. We're going to bring the people together because it's about nature and humans, okay? Because all of the gods right now in all galactic beings and in all galactic spaces, they have already reached perfection. They have already reached all of the energy that they could possibly reach, okay? And now they're just building off of what they can. They're not starting any new energy. So Earth opens up, right? Earth opens up after all these different galactic planets and stuff. They get their rhythm, they get their energy, they know it, they understand it, and they're working with it, and they continue to build from it. But they can't start something new. They can only build from the blocks that they had. So Earth opens up and becomes this place with all of these different frequencies. We have so many frequencies, I cannot even explain, because science hasn't proven all of them yet, but they're out there. And what this frequency does is it opened up these radio transmitters, these radio stations, to be able to speak to all these other galactics. And so they all sent somebody down. They all said, okay, you go represent us and our galactic beings, and you go down to this Earth, and you go see what other energies is out there. What are the other planets doing? What are the other systems doing? How do they work with their energy? And each one of us have been imprinted with codes. I see the codes in people. I see them physically with my eyes. I can see the codes. I can see energies around people. And there are a lot of you out there who don't conform to normal humans. You have your intergalactic star chart and intergalactic energy that you're constantly fighting in this world. And you don't fit in, and you don't understand why, because you're not supposed to fit in. You were supposed to come to seek the other truth knowers. Because when you come together and you combine and you share your energy, not your words, your energy, which is the unspoken language that cannot be manipulated. When you come through and you speak your language and you're with another truth knower, what ends up happening, brothers and sisters, is a new energy is going to come. A brand new energy that all of the galactics, all the gods, everybody can use. But it needs to happen with all of us. We need to come together. We need to unite with ourselves and with nature. A lot of you have been getting downloads. You feel like you have alien imprints. You have been hearing the words of God. You have been seeing the sparkles in the air, or the hues, or the different colors of or even the angels itself. But you have been seeing the angels. You have been physically seeing this energy happen. Okay? So when we come together and we take nature, human energy, plus our intergalactic energy, and we put that all together, we will be able to produce a new energy that no galaxy, no God, no nature, no science has seen yet. It will be an energy that will be felt, and that energy will also radiate and pulsate throughout the entire world, all through nature, plus up into the galaxies. It will be an energy that some people will be able to see. They're showing me a green energy mixed in with a gold and a white that looks kind of like lightning, but it's a green instead of a purplish energy. And when we come together, when we unite in the way that has been, that the gods have shown us to unite, and when we sit in the pattern that they show us to do this in, and we hold hands and we radiate energy with a frequency, a low frequency, followed by a high frequency and a low high, and then go through that change and then hold it in that middle of that space, and we radiate our energy, I guarantee you that we will create an entire new energy that will be felt, that will be seen, that will be noticed throughout the world. We need to stop spending time trying to fix the humans, trying to fix their addictions, trying to fix their their problems and their greed and their ego and all of that. Okay, brothers and sisters, you came here for a bigger purpose. You came here to change the world. And when we come together and we unite and we bring that energy to earth, it will naturally help people with addictions. It will naturally help the homeless. It will naturally help the mentally ill. It will naturally help the people that are sick, the cancer patients. Okay? We can do this. I know we can do this. If you've ever seen the video, Major Lazer, Powerful, watch it, because that is about what is going to happen when we all come together. We are going to create, like I said, an interdimensional, inner realm, a non-existent time and space, a ripple that will affect all galaxies that you represent, that will affect this earth as a whole, that will represent and hold space and provide healing energy for all things on this earth. See, we've been doing it wrong. We've been going to people one by one and trying to help them. We've been doing all these nonprofits. We've been doing all of this stuff that isn't going to help, because we have government, we have corporations, we have all of these spies, terrorists, all these things that are not going to allow us to do what we need to do if we keep doing it in our earth form, in our human form. We have energy. We have power. We have something that they don't have. And when we put it together, it will change what they have without us seeing them, without us being there. I guarantee you it can happen. And I guarantee you that if you've been one that have felt sick over the last 2 weeks, felt like your energy has been completely depleted, felt like the trees in the winter, you're one of them. These solar flares are just extra energy, extra light being hit out so that we can take it and make an entire new energy. I'm not talking earth, wind, fire, water. I'm not talking any of that. I'm literally talking an energy that has never been seen. Can science detect it? Yeah. But with the advancement of the energy that we're going to be doing it, unfortunately, science probably won't detect it for the next 100 years or so, because they don't know what they're looking for, and we don't want them to know what they're looking for. That's why we speak the unspoken language, because if we speak what this is, if I tell you what this is, if I put it out there in the world, if I put it on paper, it can be heard, and it can be manipulated. But for those of you out there who know how to speak, the unspoken language, we can and we will make this energy happen, because we can talk to each other and it won't be manipulated. It will be flourished. It will blossom and it will bloom. So brothers and sisters out there, I have been getting message after message after message. Melissa, do you see this going on in the world? Do you see this going on in the world? Melissa, what's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next is the biggest question that I have been asked. What's next is an energy that will change this world, that will bring balance, that will bring new opportunity for new energy, new science, new religious beliefs. We can make the change, and we will make the change. And it's all going to be set up in its perfect scenario and its perfect place at the Divine Spirits Wonderland, where the guides are leading this festival. This isn't a festival that Melissa's holding. This is a festival that the guides are holding, that you're holding. And when you get there, I expect nothing but you to be you in every way that you could. Get out there, dress the way that you want to dress. Dress as a representation of who you truly are outside of this human form. Bring your supplies, your tools, your books, whatever you need to show the world, to show the people that are going to be there who you are truly and what you truly represent. You'll be home. This is home to so many of you out there who have not fit into the rest of the world. I'll understand you. And I guarantee you, every other person that is there, they'll understand you. and we'll embrace your differences. We'll embrace the fact that you know something different than me. We'll embrace the fact that your being is something different than my being. Brothers and sisters, we can do this. We will do this. For anybody that will be there, I am going to do my best. I make you the promise today that I will do my best to set the grounds for this new energy. And the only thing I am asking is that you attend and you show up and you help us make this happen. Because I know I cannot produce this energy without you and the information that you hold within yourself. And I know that you know and that you feel this video right now because you are a world changer. And you came here for something bigger. You came here for a change. You came here to get something from Earth that you can bring back to your galaxies so that you can build new building blocks. So brothers and sisters, I hope that I see you there. Those of you who speak the unspoken language, you have a bigger purpose. I love you and thank you for spending time with me today. If you have any questions, please email me at euphoricsource@yahoo.com. You can also find us on www.euphoricsource.com, and all of the contact information is there. You can find out information about this festival, and I don't even want to call it a transcendental festival because we're not transcending, okay? This isn't a spiritual festival. It is, but it's not. This is a festival to bring new energy to the world. This is a festival of new beginnings. I want each and every one of you, when you leave there, to know your purpose on this earth and to not go back to your 9 to 5, to say, hey, I have something bigger, I have something better, and this world needs to know what I have to offer it, because you have something great to offer, and without you, we can't make the energy change. Thank you so very much, brothers and sisters. I love you, and I wish the best for you. Have a blessed day.